Hi there, folks. My name's NovaWing24, and welcome to the Nova Wrap, your one-stop location for your simulation release news and goings on from the week that was. So here we are on Sunday, the 10th of October 2021, for another fun-filled episode of new releases for the simulation world. And let's jump into it with releases for Microsoft Flight Simulator leading the pack with Just Flight's release of their first scenery. I think it might be their first in-house developed scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator with the release of Palma de Mallorca Airport for MSFS. Now, for those in Australia, the island of Mallorca may be very, very infamous for certain criminals that has fled there during the 80s, but it is a beautiful holiday destination for many people around the world to visit in the real life, and of course we visit there in the sim. Now, this rendition of the airport comes to us with all up-to-date airport layout as it appears in 2021, including over 300 custom buildings and 3D objects modelled throughout the airport and surrounding areas. Includes all full PBR texturing on all major buildings, custom interiors of many of the terminal buildings, all major airport buildings, also all airport buildings included, as well as with animated hangar doors and animated elevators and escalators at the main entrance as well. Includes updated navigation information, including corrected ILS for all runways, custom jetway bridges, full custom night lighting, animated and accurate ground handling vehicles, accurate parking positions, and a fully functional working visual docking guidance system. I keep seeing it written as both ways, but either way, it's the thing that helps you park when you're a big airliner. Designed as they'll also Just Flight also note that it is designed and optimized for lower end PCs. So even if you are even if you don't have a supercomputer, you will still be able to run this effectively and cleanly and be able to enhance your flight simulation experience. And if you want to grab this one, you pick this one up for $22 or your regional equivalent, available now from Just Flight. Continuing on with scenery releases for Microsoft Flight Simulator, this time from developer Feel Their Simulations. So this week, the release of their latest scenery with the release of LaGuardia International Airport for MSFS. Considered to be the number one gateway for travelers arriving in New York and the third busiest airport serving the area. It's situated to the north of New York City. Apparently, according to the description, is apparently sometimes referred to as USS LaGuardia because the airport, the actual runways for the airports have water at both ends of it. And having flown out of the default one here, I can back that one. I can definitely back that one. Now, in terms of details, unfortunately, there's not a lot of information about this one from the developer. It's very generic, but from what I can tell, it looks like all custom airport buildings throughout. PBR has been used for some, if not most, of the buildings. A lot of nice little details, like things like little signs that you see on approach and stuff like that. But what was interesting to me though is what looks like to be the seaplane pontoon that's off the a seaplane sort of parking area and docking area off to the edge of the airport as well. That is kind of cool. So that means that for me elevates this from just being a tube liner airport to being something that even us low and slow pilots might be interested in getting and picking up as well. And if you want to grab this one and add to your experience, you can pick this one up for $15 or your regional equivalent, available there from Feel Their Simulations. Continuing on with airport releases, this time from developer MK Studios. So this week, the release of their rendition of Porto Airport for MSFS. So this is a Portuguese airport in the north of the country and is a hub for many low-cost carriers, including Ryanair. This airport includes all airport buildings and layouts up to date as it appears in 2021, with 4K texture with PBR support for most airport buildings. Some interiors are modelled of the main terminal building as well. Includes up-to-date airport changes, including the brand new finished taxiways that were only finished earlier this year, so good to see this fully up-to-date. Also includes custom ortho imagery for the airport and surrounding areas, custom terrain mesh, and sloped and elevated runways and taxiways included as well. The biggest one up for $15 or your regional equivalent, available now from Orbix Direct. Continuing on with airport releases, this time from developer Pacific Island Sim. Saw this week the release of their edition of Cleveland Airport in the United States. So this is a highly detailed rendition of the airport as it appears in 2021. Includes updated airport layout, as it says, it corrected between as it appears in 2021, including the new taxiway alpha and the old taxiways being removed as per the current charts. Includes custom ortho imagery for the airport and surrounding area, as well as the custom buildings for NASA's Glenn Research Hangar on the northwest side of the field as well. Includes 2K full PBR texturing throughout to give you a full customized experience. And you can pick this one up for $25 or your original equivalent, available now from Pacific Island Sims. Moving out of Microsoft Flight Simulator, moving into the world of X-Plane 11, brought to us from developer $0 Payware. So the release this week, the release of Seoul Incheon International Airport for X-Plane 11. So this gives us a detailed rendition of the main airport in South Korea, including up-to-date layout. It appears in 2021, including the additional parallel runway for 16 right, 34 left. Includes, personally, I love the description of this one given to us by the developer by it says mostly custom buildings for the airport, somewhat accurate layout and signage, pretty good FPS optimization, marginally realistic 3D grass and ortho imagery, reasonably functional custom SAM jetways, it's the fully functional AI taxi routes probably, high resolution textures with PBR, kinda accurate terminal interiors, and unofficially licensed. It's like, I really love the devs behind $0 Payware. I absolutely love that they do really good work. Like visually, this looks stunning. Like, I mean, I'm slightly biased because I prefer MSFS, but looking at this for X-Plane 11, like this looks absolutely amazing. It really, really does. And I really love the attitude and like the light-hearted look the devs take to this one. I really do. And especially considering that this is a payware quality airport for free, pretty damn awesome. So as I said, this is a freeware release from $0 Payware, available now from the Innis Builds forums. Moving out of civilian flight sims and moving into the world of military sims, this time in the world of DCS, saw this week the release of 2 new mission packs for the MiG-21. So the first one comes to us from Bunyap Campaigns with the release of the Constant Peg campaign, which is a 10 mission pack based on the Constant Peg program during the Cold War, which was the United States Air Force's evaluation of captured and obtained Soviet fighters during the Cold War. Now, these missions are all based on accounts provided by actual test pilots who actually flew in the United States Air Force 4477 Test and Evaluation Squadron, also known as the Red Eagles. So it comes to us from their memoirs and their actual experiences and gives us a full set of dynamic campaigns, including custom enable pages for each mission, including a reproduction of an actual Red Eagles MiG-21 checklist. Includes authentic voiceovers, call signs, and all the rest, and gets you going toe-to-toe against a variety of American hardware. So you can, and along with this, the second one that we saw, the second mission pack that we saw released from developer Sorrel was the MiG-21Biz Battle of Krasnodar campaign. So this is a story-based campaign of a sort of fictional time around the time when around the sort of around the 1980s, late 70s, early 80s, where there was sort of the Soviet Union was starting to collapse and starting to come apart, and a United Nations resolution supporting the independence of previous Soviet territories and their right to free governance, resulting in a United Nations force actually going into those territories, and you play as a Soviet forces who are repelling the imperialistic invaders coming into your territory. So this gives you 25 story-driven missions with 400 voiceovers, custom 1970s unit set, and a full-scale conflict that progresses throughout the campaign. Gives you a variety of different mission types, including close air support, combat air patrol, intercept, and anti-ship patrols as included as well. So yeah, so as I said, this one is set off the Caucasus map, so really, really cool, this one. Both of these look really, really good and really, really interesting. The Constant Peg campaign is $10, 10 US dollars. The Battle of Krasnodar campaign is $13. What's interesting though is at the time of recording this is only available on Steam. I could not find these on the Eagle Dynamics store. So I'm assuming something's glitched out. We'll probably see it coming up on the Eagle Dynamics store in the next couple of days, or possibly even by the time this goes live. But yeah, just point of note, at the moment, I could only find it on the Steam page, so it's only available for Steam users. If you're a non-Steam user, you might have to wait a couple of days. But yeah, it's coming to a Eagle Dynamics store near you, available now. Moving out of flight simulation and moving into the world of the permanent way. So Dovetail Games for Train Sim World 2 released their third in their Rush Hour series of routes, with the London commuter route add-on being added into the mix. So this one gives us a 50-mile mainline from London, Victoria to Brighton, including the additional slow lines via Red Hill and the Reigate branches as well. Includes 2 new trains, the British Rail Class 377/4 and the 387/2, each with highly detailed, feature-rich driving cabs and accurate true-to-life performance and handling. Full journey mode options, including a 24 hours of activities, along with training modules and 5 detailed and engaging scenarios across this option as well, with a full extensive 24-hour timetable and selection of route tasks available to you as well. And you can pick this one up for $30 US dollars, or original equivalent, available now from Steam. And finally, rounding out the Nova app for this week, I saw this week of simulation of a different kind, releasing their latest DLC. Planet Zoo released their latest pack with the release of their North America Animal Pack. So this is the latest in a long line of DLC, and this is kind of interesting. This one seems to be getting a lot better response than the previous ones did. So this adds in this adds in 8 new animals for your zoo, and giving you to experience the wide variety of wildlife that occurs across North America. From the moose, which is the largest animal in the game, through the Californian sea lion, North American beaver, through to the Arctic fox and the American bullfrog. Gives you 7 habitat animals and 1 exhibit animal, all included. Unfortunately, it appears to be no additional buildings or sort of construction items, but you do get a new time scenario pack to allow you to create and actually sort of bring in some of these new animals as well. So if you wanted to pick this one up for your animal zoological experience, you can pick this one up for $10 US dollars, or your original equivalent, available now on Steam. That does now round out the Nova app for this week. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget, as always, to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy these videos and want to see more. And of course, as always, you can catch up with me and all the things I'm up to between videos by finding me on Facebook and on Twitter and on Twitch. Just search NovaWing24. All right, folks, thanks very much for watching. Take care, safe skies to all, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.